What up, Dokkaners? The Resurrection F Blues EZA details have been revealed. And I'm gonna tell you right now, spoiler alert, I'm not feeling too good about this. I'm not a very good judge of EZAs before I get to test them out because I am not as hardcore as some people think when it comes to playing the game. But for someone like me to be able to feel this way, I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or if I'm just trying to show off. I don't know. But this EZA has me questioning things. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. This is the original, so I want to have this as a comparison. So here's the EZA details. The leader skill is the same, but the only thing that changes is that the sub lead gets an extra key +1. So now it's essentially key +4, 200% stats to Realm of Gods Pure Saiyans or Mastered Evolution Pure Saiyans. This is going to be a good substitute leader skill for the LR UI Goku. If you don't have this character, which, you know, a lot of people may not be able to have pulled off, this was on the worst banner. This is a good character, highly sought after, but kind of hard to pull. If you don't have him, this is going to be a great replacement. So strictly in terms of leader skill, this is a great pickup because Realm of Gods Pure Saiyans accounts for quite a bit. In fact, let me actually see here. Realm of Gods Pure Saiyans. Yeah, your only other option for Elite would have been like Tech UI, right? But Realm of Gods Pure Saiyans will effectively give you all the Tournament of Power characters. And actually, I think that's it. Yeah, that's actually it. Okay, well, whatever. Let me just continue. All right, so that's the leader skill. Super attack, greatly raises attack permanently, raises defense for 4 turns, causes immense damage to the enemy. So relative to the base form, that is also a big improvement because he was a perma stacker, but he only raises attack by 30%. Now it's 50%. And he's got a defense booster in there as well, which is multiplicative. One of his biggest weaknesses was that he had no defense. Still doesn't, sort of, but we'll see. Okay, so that's the super attack. For the passive, believe it or not, this is the passive. So here's the original. And here is the upgraded EZA one. I'm not one to complain about less reading, but it is very jarring to see so much of the screen just not filled with text, you know, after all this time. So for 3 turns, he had temporary buffs in his original form. Key +3 launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super. Now, key +3 attack and defense +150 launches 2 additional attacks, each of which has a great chance of becoming a super, medium chance to crit, and high chance to dodge for 3 turns. Effectively saying you have all hit potential abilities for 3 turns. After those 3 turns, you lose all of it. Damage reduction 59%, attack and defense +250. When attacking, attack +250. When receiving, defense +200%. Looks good, looks interesting, right? He's able to tank incoming damage with 59%, and this, he gets stronger with each attack, or he gets stronger when he attacks. So this is looking pretty good. Plus, he's perma stacking, so ideally you'd be launching as many supers as possible to build up that attack. Eventually, you transform into the Vegeta. Vegeta is meant to be the finisher. Goku is just the warm-up act. So in the original form, Vegeta got extra abilities when he picked up more rainbow key spheres, and he also had some orb changing going with just a set stat passive. So let's see how that translates. Now in his super attack, he massively raises attack for 1 turn, greatly raises defense for 4 turns, causes immense damage to the enemy. For the passive, attack and defense +200%, high chance to crit, randomly changes key spheres of a certain type, int excluded, into rainbow, receives an additional key +1 per rainbow key sphere obtained. For 3 turns from the character's entry, attack +150, defense +200%. When attacking, attack +150, defense +100%. For every rainbow key sphere obtained, attack and defense +100%, up to 200%. Chance to crit, damage reduction 25%, up to 50. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack up to 2 times. That's it. Now, I know I have been a lot more negative than I've wanted to be during this celebration, but unfortunately there have been some missteps, and this one is a misstep to me from what I am seeing so far. Because this character is severely limited by RNG. Not to mention, there is a very noticeable ceiling to how much attack you can build up getting to this point, and then how much damage or attack you can build up once you're here. And then after 3 turns, you lose some of that robustness, and now you are truly at the mercy of your ability to pick up rainbow key spheres, all the attacks becoming supers and whatnot. This guy spells... This guy has the DNA of like a middling EZA. I don't want to say mid as in like just terrible, but just sort of a run-of-the-mill EZA. And when you put this in the context of Realm of Gods, do keep in mind Realm of Gods does boost up the character considerably. 20%, 40%. You also get 14% extra dodge. This does work well with the Goku's initial passive because you do have a 50% chance to dodge for 3 turns. So now that becomes 64% for the first turn anyway. So it does work in the context of Realm of Gods, but in general, the reason why myself and I think a lot of people are very skeptical about this is because of the RNG nature of the passive and the abilities, but also this is an anniversary. Anniversaries should be the home of characters whose EZAs and upgrades transcend the norm and sort of push the envelope in terms of what we're getting. Because anniversaries should be the home to the best types of designed characters. And this one just doesn't have that same sort of box office wow factor that other characters have had in the past. And that's the issue. There should have been more going on here. This guy should have been a more promising, more lethal base form with and then even more lethal and ridiculously overpowered payoff when you become this guy. But that's just not here. Like, let's just say everything happens exactly as the way that you want. There's still a severe limit on what that is. Because like I said at the beginning, one primary attack, one hit a potential attack, and then 2 additionals through this. Let's just say all 4 of them are supers. You only have 2 appearances to actually get the most out of this, at which point you would then want to transform. So that means up to 8 attacks, 8 super attacks, where you can greatly raise attack. That sounds good, but the likelihood of that happening is not very high. And then when you transform, you only have 3 turns to truly benefit from whatever effort you put in to try to get to this point. After those 3 turns, this goes away, and then all you have left is this. So it's just the design choices, the decisions that were made here. This screams ancient. This screams 2024, 2025. This doesn't feel like something that should be represented during an anniversary. And that's why I think a lot of people, myself included, are feeling a little bit down on this. But again, reserve final judgment for the actual showcase. I love Resurrection F. I love this Vegeta moment because as a Vegeta stan, this was very impactful for me because I got to see Vegeta finally get a win, only to have them ruin that as well. Maybe the Dokkan developers also made the movie. Just kidding. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this. Of course, I will test them out and then we will make our true final judgment. But I definitely am feeling a little iffy here. This is one of the few times where going in, I already don't feel good. There are not too many times where I feel this way. Sometimes I can feel questionable. This one, if you were on my live stream, I did not take this well. I was pretty butthurt. Pretty butthurt. So like I said, along with this, we have this new Grand Tour thing. We have Burst Mode and we have Clash. So just strictly eyeballing all of that, Clash is 20 stones. Burst Mode is 15, so that's 35. 35 plus this EZA, that's 34, so that's 49. 49 plus whatever this is. I'm going to go ahead and guess this is 20 stones. So that's almost 70 Dragon Stones just between these 3 events. That also doesn't seem like a lot, but, you know, there's still more coming up down the road. So that's where we are. Is there anything else in the news? Have they dropped? I'm going to go ahead and check Twitter again. I was waiting and waiting on Twitter to see if they would maybe give us something else. But that, okay, that's all we got here. Let me check Twitter. It's a tough day to be a Vegeta fan. Vegeta beats Frieza. Frieza kills Vegeta. Whis rewinds, but gives the W to Goku instead. Dokkan Fest release, unit is mid, and here we are 3 years later. I'm gonna go cry now. Yeah, I'm gonna go cry. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, obviously like down below, let me know in the comments your thoughts on the Resurrection F Blues. Remember, reserve final judgment for the showcase, which we will be testing out probably in a day or 2. So let me know what you guys think about the character. Do you think the unit looks more promising than I do? What are your thoughts on a potential hit a potential? On a potential hit a potential. What are your thoughts on a hit a potential build that you could see yourself using for the unit? And yeah, how are you feeling about this little content drop for the anniversary? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content of the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let you know when you want to see more of myself do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.